To take the bell housing off of a 350Z/G35 Nissan transmission, it isn't a separate piece. Like say this RX-7 transmission is, where the bell housing is bolted on. It's just one casting. So I'm going to show you how to take this piece off. And that begins by unbolting these 11 12mm bolts on the front cover plate that go all the way around it. With the zinc covered bolts, the lower four, they're going to be a little bit harder to take off just because of this thread sealant. But after that, this should just slide off as easily as that. And with this front cover off, we can see that there's a snap ring right there, a snap ring right there we're going to need to take off, and then this 10mm bolt right here holds the front part of the oil baffle in your transmission in place, and that's connected to the rear, so this bolt needs to come off as well. This bottom smaller bearing can just be pulled out. We can move to the top side and we can work on these 7 10mm. On this cover, we're going to need to remove this cover to get at one of these bolts that's in here. And with all the bolts out, you can let this come up slowly. Take that off. There is the spring that was putting pressure on it. Take that out. Set it aside. And there is a check ball down there that you either need to tilt the transmission, let it roll out, or you can get a magnetic screwdriver and pull it out like that and save that check ball so it doesn't roll away. And now we're ready to stand the transmission up, and that was the bolt that we have to get to remove the front bell housing that was hidden in here, as well as all of these ones around it. So I'm going to stand the transmission up now so we can do that. When standing the transmission up, I always keep 2 blocks of wood underneath it, just so there's no pressure being put on the input shaft in a weird direction, and the transmission itself is all nice and level. We can see the 12mm bolts. One was hidden behind this cover. The rest are all pretty easily visible and accessible. So we're going to be taking those out. Alright, the 12 bolts around the outside have been removed, including this one that was under the cover. So I should just be able to hoist this up, and the bell housing section should be this part, and below should come off. It should be only held by some gasket maker in there. So just raise this up. I just stuck a piece of wood in the fork tunnel where your clutch fork goes, hit on it with a mallet a couple times from there, and cracked her. Okay, that's not gonna happen. And the bell housing is separated and free. And from here, you can just go ahead and raise the top part up. All the gears and everything should just stay together. Looks like it didn't really have that much transmission fluid left in it. But yep, that's how you separate one. So hope it informed and helped you out if you're going through the same ordeal. Thanks for watching.